Most credible Bigfoot sightings in New Jersey. The following 3 sightings in New Jersey are considered the most credible based on several factors. Experienced witnesses, the individuals involved, an experienced fisherman, a seasoned hunter, and a family of campers, had a strong understanding of local wildlife, reducing the likelihood of misidentification. Physical evidence. The 1997 footprint discovery provides tangible evidence that aligns with typical Bigfoot characteristics, lending more credibility than purely anecdotal reports. Detailed descriptions. Each account includes consistent and specific details about the creature's appearance, behavior, and movements, which are in line with other reputable Bigfoot sightings globally. Remote locations. All sightings occurred in remote, heavily forested areas of New Jersey, which are plausible habitats for an elusive creature like Bigfoot, thereby minimizing the chances of deliberate hoaxes or misinterpretations influenced by urban environments. Here's a more detailed breakdown of the 3 most credible Bigfoot sightings from New Jersey: 1975, High Point State Park; 1991, Stokes State Forest; and 1997, Lebanon State Forest. 1975, the High Point State Park encounter. Date: summer of 1975. Location: High Point State Park, near the New Jersey-Pennsylvania border. In the summer of 1975, a seasoned fisherman named John Matthews was spending a quiet afternoon fishing by a secluded lake within High Point State Park. The park, known for its dense forests and serene lakes, provided an ideal setting for wildlife enthusiasts and, as legend has it, cryptid sightings. While casting his line, Matthews noticed a large, shadowy figure standing at the edge of the water. Initially mistaking it for a bear, he quickly realized the creature was walking upright on 2 legs. Matthews described the creature as approximately 7.5 feet tall, covered in thick, dark brown hair, with long arms and large, human-like feet. Its face was partially obscured by hair, but Matthews noted prominent brow ridges and deep-set eyes that seemed to observe him intently. The creature stood motionless for several minutes, seemingly curious but not aggressive. After a prolonged period of mutual observation, it turned and disappeared into the dense forest without any signs of alarm. Matthews, being alone at the time, felt an overwhelming sense of awe and caution but decided not to approach or follow the creature. Its gait was described as human-like, though it moved with an agility that seemed unnatural for something of its size. The fisherman was struck by how silently the creature moved, despite its large stature. After realizing it was being watched, the creature reportedly stopped for a moment before darting into the dense forest, disappearing from sight. The witness noted how fast it moved, covering ground quickly despite its size, and leaving no discernible sound as it retreated. The encounter left the fisherman shaken, and although no physical evidence, like footprints, was found, the detailed description of the encounter makes this one of the more reliable Bigfoot reports. Matthews reported the sighting to the local authorities and the regional cryptozoology group. While no physical evidence was left behind, such as footprints or hair samples, the credibility of Matthews as an experienced outdoorsman lent significant weight to the encounter. The incident remained a topic of discussion among Bigfoot enthusiasts and contributed to the lore surrounding High Point State Park as a potential habitat for Sasquatch. 1991, the Sussex County Hunters Encounter. Date: autumn of 1991, location: Stokes State Forest, Sussex County. During the peak of deer hunting season in the autumn of 1991, Robert "Bob" Jennings, an experienced hunter from Sussex County, ventured deep into Stokes State Forest for a day of tracking and hunting. The forest, characterized by its dense woodlands and rugged terrain, is a known area for wildlife and, occasionally, unexplained phenomena. While navigating through a clearing, Jennings encountered a massive, bipedal figure standing approximately 8 feet tall. The creature was enveloped in dark brown, matted hair, and its posture was distinctly upright, differing from the typical gait of known wildlife. Jennings noted the creature's long arms reaching down to its knees and large, powerful hands with what appeared to be sharp claws. The creature did not exhibit immediate aggression but displayed a curious stance, observing Jennings from a distance. After a tense few minutes of mutual observation, the creature turned and retreated into the forest, moving with surprising speed despite its size. Bob attempted to visually track the creature's movement but lost sight of it amidst the thick foliage. Jennings noted the creature's enormous size and muscular build, describing it as far more substantial than any known animal in the area. As Bob Jennings watched, the creature appeared to be aware of his presence, standing still for a few moments before retreating into the woods at an incredible speed. Despite Bob's best efforts to keep sight of the creature, it moved too quickly through the dense forest. Bob Jennings, accustomed to the wilderness, was struck by how fluid and silent the creature's movement was, unlike any animal he had ever encountered in his years of hunting. Robert Jennings returned to his home and reported the sighting to both local law enforcement and cryptozoology enthusiasts. His detailed account, combined with his reputation as a knowledgeable and rational individual, made this encounter one of the more credible Bigfoot sightings in New Jersey. The lack of physical evidence was noted, but the consistency of Jennings' description with other Bigfoot reports added to its credibility. / 1997 Lebanon State Forest footprints. Date: late spring of 1997. Lebanon State Forest, now Brendan T. Burns State Forest, Lebanon Township. A family camping in the Lebanon State Forest in Burlington County reported a curious and compelling discovery while enjoying a weekend outdoors. While exploring the forest around their campsite, the family stumbled upon large, human-like footprints in a muddy area near a stream. In late spring 1997, the Smith family, comprising parents Linda and Michael Smith and their 2 children, went camping in Lebanon State Forest. After setting up camp near a secluded area of the forest, the family ventured out for a morning hike. While exploring a trail near their campsite, the Smiths stumbled upon a set of large, human-like footprints embedded in the soft, muddy ground. The footprints were approximately 18 inches in length with a distinctive stride pattern, indicating a bipedal gait. The prints were spaced unusually far apart, suggesting the creature had a long stride, consistent with the reported height of Bigfoot. Given the area's dense forest cover and isolation, it would have been difficult for a hoaxer to plant the prints without being noticed. The family followed the tracks for a short distance before losing them in the thicker parts of the forest, where the ground became drier and less conducive to leaving prints. The prints also lacked the telltale claw marks of bear tracks, further suggesting they were not made by a typical animal. The lack of additional evidence, like hair or sounds, left the incident unexplained, though the discovery of the footprints intrigued Bigfoot researchers. Alongside the footprints, the family noticed large, clawed impressions and scratches on nearby trees, indicating the creature may have passed through the area recently. The tracks led deeper into the forest, but no visual sighting of the creature was reported. The Smiths documented the footprints with photographs and measurements before notifying local authorities and cryptozoology groups. The physical evidence of the footprints provided tangible support for the existence of an unidentified large bipedal creature in the area. Although skeptics suggested the possibility of fabricated prints or misidentified large animals, the size and distinctiveness of the footprints made the case compelling. The incident spurred further investigations and increased interest in Lebanon State Forest as a potential Bigfoot habitat. These 3 sightings are considered among the most credible Bigfoot encounters in New Jersey due to the combination of remote, wooded locations, experienced witnesses, and, in some cases, physical evidence like footprints. While none of these incidents resulted in further proof, they remain compelling due to the detailed observations and credible nature of the witnesses.